Yes, and I think the value here is that there's a bit of a conflict, like, because if we just do a token, like the Leyline point as token, which translates you have to do good and then you get these points, right? Then the immediate idea would be that it translates into money, because that's what most tokens do. But then we have this concept that you have to kind of put a price tag, an actual dollar price, on the doing good thing. And
Mhm.
it doesn't really work that way, because then you have to really battle about what the value is for the different things and stuff like that. And also then you're really doing it for money. But I think that mechanism, which almost everywhere else works, where you do something then you get money, for this doing good isn't really translate well. But by using the NFT space, we create a different kind of value, which is not really about money. It's about rarity. It's about, well, you have to do this good thing, otherwise you can't get this NFT. So it's a bit different from just buying into it.
Absolutely.
And
And
I think that's the
I
challenge
would
here.
even say,
And I
oh,
mean,
yeah.
one other organization was doing a bit like that, and I bet you know them. It's this Global Citizen
Mm,
organization that ended up doing huge concerts. But you could only get in if you did a lot of good. And it was actually really a lot of complicated stuff. I looked into it because it was really great artists and I liked the concept, but I didn't have the time to do those things. It was really more for young kids, which is great because they should be doing those things. So they had this same concept that you can't buy it, but you can go and see Beyonce in Central Park if you did these things, and otherwise you have to stand somewhere far in the back and you can't really see her. So that's cool, but it's not something you can buy. And that's why I think this is good that we have this pair, because otherwise it's just a money thing. And then money, it's, well, some people have
mhm.
more and some people have less, but that doesn't translate into what this is about.
Absolutely. Yeah, I completely agree. And I think that's the unique hook is that we're actually creating stories. We're creating identity. And like to me, what I thought about is okay, in essence, like we're trying to get people to be paid to do good, but the whole going straight to money kind of kills the intrinsic motivator side of it. So what are the key intrinsic motivators that people will then attribute value to and they set their own price? So I think being able to create a sense of identity, belonging, providing the art, making a gamified experience, giving exclusive access, tying it to some kind of fashion in the real world and in metaverse, and then also tying it to some real impact while also capturing the human story behind it. Then it becomes this whole, there's a subjective decision making for each individual to look at an NFT and say, okay, you know what? I would pay $100 for that. Whether it's like because I'm investing in the person behind it, or whether it's that specific art piece, or whether I want like some utility or access to this event, it becomes a much more, subjective decision making process. And then people are now attributing it not onto coins themselves, but what do I really think this creation deserves, like from the money that I earned. I think that's kind of the magic of what we're trying to build here, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, cool. No, I love this discussion.
Turned
But
into an
yeah.
equal pitch session, but yeah. I just wanted to throw my plus one to that, like the idea of gamification and like the avatar system via NFTs really feels like the core of the thing that keeps this as a as a charity, as a thing for good, where the token and the economy that we're building around it would be a way to buy into that, yeah, the two play together for sure. And yeah, I don't know how much work we've done on like the avatar side of things, but I can see these eventually being your avatars in the metaverse, right? And I think that's your long-term goal, Jeremy, right? Where we, actually talk to game companies, and when this is in VR, and in your, Oculus headset, then this stuff is actually showing up in your, in your mansion or whatever. Yes, that slide.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, man.
Anyways, all right,
Uh,
I'll stop talking.
no, I love it. Yeah, that's totally it.